Welcome back, grade 9th. The first lesson was going on, the fun they had here. We came to know the Margie and Tommy. Actually, they are concerning about the old kinds of school, and the Margie once her grandfather had told him that his grandfather used to go to the school, and school facilities compared to the school you are facing just in the future. On the base of the story, you can consider in the future there will be not such kinds of school. Then what will happen? Here we are proceeding ahead, and we'll come to know all about the story. That when she came to know that there used to be a school in the past time. The school used to the building, educational infrastructure, the teachers were coming from the different directions, the students were going from the different directions. They all were sitting class-wise in the class. The teacher used to be the man. They were coming to the class and teaching the students. When the girl, Margie, came to know the teacher used to be the man, then look over her reaction. A man? How could a man be a teacher? She's telling, man? A man can be teacher? I can't think that a man can teach, because man doesn't have so much brain, and the brain, like the computer is all about the compile of knowledge, stuff of knowledge. It can just convey the knowledge. It can supply its knowledge, but actually man doesn't have such kinds of memory. Then how it can possible? Well, he just told the boys and girl, think and gave the homework and asked them question. Now the Tommy is telling, yes, they used to be man. The teacher used to be man, and how? What was the function of the man? The teachers were coming, and they were handling the class. They were teaching in the class for the whole student and for entire class for whole students, and they were checking the homework and giving question to make complete. And man isn't smart enough. Now the girl is telling, the man can't be smart enough in the means of teaching. That means a man can't have proper knowledge to teach. Sure, he is. My father knows as much as my teacher. Tommy is telling, definitely could be, because in present time he is giving example. My father knows better as much as my teacher. Who could be the teacher? Robotic teacher. He knows as much as my teacher. In such a base, definitely man can teach. Next, he knows almost as much I betcha. Students, you need to know about the thing. I betcha is all about actually when you speak any sentence in fast, like I do not know. You use I don't know. I did not have idea about this. I didn't have idea about this. Actually, when you speak in fast, I'm fine. This is all about the thing. You are speaking fast. And when you use I betcha, that means I bet you. I bet you stand for I betcha. When you speak I bet you in fast, I betcha. You can use it. So he is telling, I can bet with you that the man used to be a teacher, and they have as much knowledge as computer. Now, Margie wasn't prepared to the dispute that she said, I wouldn't want to a strange man in my house to teach me. What is happening? She is telling after that, she doesn't want to go with the dispute because she didn't have complete knowledge. Because she was not knowing about the Tommy right now. Actually, he was reading the book on the basis of the book he was speaking. But the girl, she didn't have the knowledge. She didn't have the diffutation so that she can cut whatever the boy was telling. So what is happening? She is telling, okay, but what can I can't invite any person to live in my home, and whom I am not knowing and to teach me. I can't invite such a the person is not from my family member. Then why I shall invite the person to live in my home? In such case, you can understand the girl is completely unaware. She has zero idea about the past way of teaching and getting education. Now, Tommy is telling, that is complete. Tommy screamed with laughter. You don't know much, Margie. The teacher didn't live in the house. They had a special building and all kids went there. The teacher is mentioning, what you thought? This is not all about the virtual classroom and the virtual teacher teaching you. This is not the thing. What is happening in the past? There used to be the building. And what was happening there? The building was all about the educational institute, and they were the teachers from different directions. They used to go in the means of teaching students from different directions. They used to go in the means of reading, and such kinds of happening there. So what is happening next? And all the kids learn the same thing, whatever the teacher used to teach for the whole class. Everybody was learning the same. Sure, if they were the same age. That is all about actually they used to be from the same age, and that's they want to tell that they used to be from the same class. But my mother said a teacher has to be adjust to the fit and mind of each boy and girl it teaches, and that each kind has to be the taught differently. Here she is telling, my mother always tells that different students have different skill and different way of understanding and learning. So teacher must think differently about other person or different student. They have need to go individually. And here she is mentioning everyone's mind can't be the same. What the teachers were doing in past, they were coming in the class, they were teaching same subject for the whole class. All students' brain can't go in the same process. The girl is inquiring. Now, just the same, they didn't do it that way then. If you don't like it, you don't have to read the book. He is completely telling it was not happening. They used to be the man and they know better what to do. This is not all about the computer. And if you are not liking the story, then you can stop taking interest and you can stop reading it. I didn't like it. Margie said quickly, that means I never told I don't like. I like your story. I like such kind of school. That means she wanted to know about the school more. She wanted to read about those funny schools. Yes, we already discussed. She had desire to know more and more about the past kind of school. Which type of school used to be in past, and what could be its facilities. Okay, she wanted to read about those funny schools. They weren't even half finished when Margie's mother called. Margie, school. Margie looked up. Not yet, Mama. No, said Mrs. John. And it is probably time for Tommy too. Now the mother of the girl is alarming the girl. Don't discuss more. Both the students have not finished still half of the story about olden kinds of school. Now, meantime, her mother is alarming them. Your time is telling you have need to go to your class in the means of reading. Where? Which type of class? Virtual class. They have the virtual class, the separate class, and particular class they have been given. Further, you understand everything. Now, what is happening? Ahead, Margie said to Tommy, can I read the book some more with you after school? She has more desire to read the book. And she wants to know more and more about the past kind of school. Therefore, she is telling, can I read more after class? Maybe he said, The nonchalantly is all about showing no any interest. He walked away whistling the dusty old book tucked beneath his arm. Tucking beneath his holding under the arm like this. He started going from there and he tucked the book, he held the book with his arm, and after that actually he was whistling, and that means he was happy, in happy mood. Why? Because he today found a book, and the book was old kind of book, and the book was depicting all about the olden kinds of school. So he was knowing about the universe, he was knowing about the earth, he was knowing about all kinds of tradition, culture. Therefore he was becoming very happy. Now ahead, Maggie went into the schoolroom. It was right next to her bedroom, and the mechanical teacher was on the waiting for her. It was always on the same time every day except Saturday and Sunday, because her mother said little girls learn better if they learn at regular hours. What is happening? The teacher, which is a robotic teacher, was waiting for the girl. Actually, the machine, if you are going to set a machine will always start functioning at the exact time, what the time you will give. After that, it will not come, then the machine will not understand your fault or your problem behind you not reaching on the time. So what is happening? She is going there, the teacher was waiting for her, and what was happening? The teacher was functioning from exact time, and it was not functioning on the Saturday and Sunday. As actually we are knowing about the Saturday and Sunday, it was still happening. It will happen in the future as well, as book is concerning. And apart of that, every day it was functioning on the time, and student must have to reach on the time. And where her school was just next to her bedroom. On that means you can consider their school used to be that all the people's school in future used to will be at their own home. They will not have to go outside for getting the education. We have already discussed, and they will get the separate class, virtual class. They will, by the help of the robotic teacher, they will get teaching. And mother is thinking, as per this stanza, if the girl will completely involve with her work, if she will involve in her duty, then she will react well. If she will miss to go to the class, then she will not understand. She will lay behind from her path. If she will be regular and punctual, then she will be in touch of the education and study. The screen was lit up and it said, today's arithmetic lesson is on the addition of the proper fraction. Please insert yesterday's homework in the proper slot. Slot is all over the place. What is happening? When it lit up, that means when the computer starts functioning, what is happening? It tells, today I shall teach you. That robotic teacher was indicating, and it was flashing over the screen that I shall teach you about the arithmetic today. That means all about the maths. And what lesson? Addition of fraction. After that, what she told, and the computer, the robotic teacher first, it demands the homework of last day. Marley did so with a sigh. Sigh, that means gasp. Sigh is all about gasp. Taking breath inside. She did, that means she had put her homework in the slot. She was thinking about the old school they had when her grandfather was little boy. Now where her mind has gone, other state, and actually she started thinking which kind of school the Tommy was talking about. After that, she is also thinking the school, how could the school might be, and actually where there would not be the system of the virtual class, virtual teacher. She started thinking, and the story had already depicted by her grandfather, and her grandfather told about that when her grandfather was child, they used to go to, and he with his friends used to go to school. And school where educational building where different teachers were coming from different directions, the students were reaching. Okay, next. Ahead, all the kids from the whole neighbors came, laughing and shouting in the schoolyard, sitting together in the school room, going home together. At the end of the day, they learned the same thing, so they could help one another with the homework and talk about it. What happened? She was thinking, just what if they used to come at same place and they were studying together, they were enjoying together, they were going back after leave to home together, and they were enjoying a lot. She was thinking, if I would have such kinds of enjoyment, such kinds of facility, then I can also enjoy better. She is thinking like this. Now, ahead, and she is also mentioning, if one could face problem, other could solve, because they were learning the same, but we have virtual. I have different means of studying. I'm studying the different chapter. Whether Tommy is getting a separate class, he's understanding about the he's learning about the different chapter. Now, here mechanical teacher was flashing on the screen when we add fraction 1 by half and 1 by 4 ... That means actually he starts teaching, the robotic teacher start teaching. Already we have discussed, today he will teach her fraction of addition. So he is telling, if we will add 1 by half and 1 by 4, then what the sum will get. Miley was thinking about how the kids must have loved it in the old days. She was thinking about the fun they had. Now she is completely thinking, really they had really great fun, because they used to go to school daily with companions, friends. They were doing all sort of business together, but in the means of study. But I am doing alone. This is not good. Okay, dear students, now really this is a funny one, and actually in the past she is thinking about her past, and she is slotting everything there, and I'm hoping that you understood everything. If you have still any problem, then you can make your concern. Thank you.